What's up everyone, welcome back to Boost Culture Rend, your go-to place for everything that moves fast, looks mean, and makes your heart race. Today, we're diving into one of the most talked about cruisers of the year, the 2025 Honda Rebel 1100. Honda's Rebel lineup has always been about mixing attitude with accessibility, but this only a broken bar. This one's a whole new beast. So, grab your helmet, because we're about to break down what makes this bike one of the smoothest travels on the road. As soon as you walk up to the 2025 Rebel 1100, the first thing that hits you is how compact yet muscular it looks. The stance is low, aggressive, and planted. Honda hasn't gone overboard with chrome or flashy accents. It's more of a stealth fighter look, minimalistic but intimidating. The new color options for 2025, especially the metallic matte black and deep pearl gray, give it a premium tone that fits both old-school cruisers and modern-day riders. The front end still carries that signature round LED headlamp that feels vintage but throws a crisp white beam at night. It's flanked by neatly integrated turn signals and a small, functional fender that keeps the design tight and aerodynamic. Move to the side profile, and you really start to appreciate the balance between power and proportion. The teardrop-shaped fuel tank sits perfectly aligned with the low seat height, giving it a true bobber silhouette. You can see how the blacked-out parallel twin-engine dominates the center, framed by that steel trellis chassis that feels both strong and stylish. The short wheelbase and the mid-mounted controls give it a sporty cruiser posture that looks ready to attack corners, not just cruise highways. The matte finishes, the clean wiring, and the subtle Rebel badging remind you that Honda has put serious thought into every detail. From the rear, the bike looks even more purposeful. The chopped fender and LED tail light keep things minimalist, while the twin-pipe exhaust hints at the performance underneath. The 2025 model's rear suspension has been slightly retuned for better comfort and handling, giving the Rebel a smoother ride without losing that firm, confident feel that makes it so engaging. You get a good view of that wide rear tire that not only adds visual weight but also helps in stability when you're pulling hard through corners or cruising at highway speeds. Now let's talk about the heart of the Rebel 1100, at the engine. Underneath that stealthy bodywork is Honda's 1083cc parallel twin engine, the same power plant that comes from the Africa Twin adventure bike, but retuned to fit the cruiser's character. It produces around 86 horsepower and 72 pound-feet of torque, which doesn't sound like superbike numbers, but the way it delivers power is what sets it apart. The torque hits slow and strong, so even at a stoplight, a small twist of the throttle sends you gliding forward effortlessly. Whether you go with the 6-speed manual or the DCT automatic version, the response is smooth, refined, and perfectly balanced. One of the things riders love most about this bike is the dual-clutch transmission option. Honda's DCT system lets you ride it like a traditional cruiser or switch into automatic for those long, relaxed rides. The shifts are instant and almost unnoticeable, and you can still take manual control with the paddle shifters if you want more engagement. The throttle-by-wire system introduces 3 main ride modes: A Standard, Sport, and Rain, along with customizable settings. Sport mode sharpens throttle response, increases engine braking, and changes shift timing for a more aggressive ride, while Rain mode softens everything for slippery conditions. It's the kind of versatility you don't often get on a cruiser. Performance-wise, the Rebel 1100 surprises a lot of people. This isn't a lazy, heavy cruiser. It's nimble and quick. The low center of gravity makes it easy to maneuver even at low speeds, and once you're rolling, it feels planted and confident. Honda has tuned the suspension to absorb bumps without losing feedback, and the 43mm show fork up front does a great job of keeping things stable. Braking is handled by a single 330mm disc with a 4-piston caliper at the front and a 256mm disc at the rear, with standard ABS. They're strong, progressive, and perfectly suited for this bike's weight and power. When you're on it, the Rebel feels like an extension of yourself. The riding position is relaxed but commanding. Mid-controls, low seat, and a wide handlebar that gives you great leverage. Even taller riders find it surprisingly comfortable. and the optional touring seat and accessories make long rides totally doable. The LCD display is clean and easy to read, showing gear position, ride mode, and all the essentials, though some might wish for a color TFT screen at this price point. Speaking of price, the 2025 Honda Rebel 1100 starts around $9,599 for the manual and about $10,099 for the DCT version. Considering the technology, the engine, and the overall build quality, it's a solid value. Honda's reliability reputation only makes it more appealing. Maintenance is simple, fuel economy is decent for an 1100cc bike, and the design just never gets old. So, after spending time with the 2025 Rebel 1100, what's the verdict? It's not just a cruiser, it's a statement. Honda has managed to merge classic design with modern tech and real-world performance. Whether you're a new rider stepping up to something bigger or a veteran looking for a dependable daily with attitude, this bike delivers. It's smooth, stylish, powerful, and practical, a rare combination. That's it for today's ride. If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss an update from Boost Culture Rend. Drop your thoughts below. Would you go for the manual or the DCT version? Until next time, keep your throttle steady and your spirit wild. This is Boost Culture Rend, signing off.